I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't
life.
get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still
I'm not beat.
talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
Whatever.
I'm not beat.
There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
All right.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm not bitch. I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a
I'm not
petty
beat.
bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Oh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.
Hey guys, good morning. Give me just a second, cause girl, you know I had to take a shower. So, and then I was like, oh, my glasses are in my purse. Are they? Anyway, good morning, guys. Happy birthday, Miss True. I know your birthday passed already this week, but I did not have a chance to say happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, my dear. And if you guys in the chat would not mind wishing everybody's homegirl, Miss True Redbone, a very happy 45 birthday. Happy 45 birthday. Please wish Miss True a happy birthday. And Miss True, if you would like, drop that Cash App so I can pin it. Miss True, are you in here? Oh, where are my glasses? Okay. Maybe they're by the side of my bed. Okay. We're going to make it do what it do. Give me just a second, guys. So good morning, guys. There's been a lot going on. I mean, I don't even know where to start, but I do have a list, of course, but we're going to freestyle a little bit. But girl, Olivia, I don't know. Girl, I'm sure you're awake. Good morning, hun. Good morning. Good morning. And I'm saying hun just because I'm like, girl, I'm sure you have been called enough hoes in the past 24 hours that I certainly don't have to pile on. Okay. Cause you, girl, you already know what it is. That's girl. I didn't know you was going to go out like that. You just wanted to make it like 150% official that your husband, not saying that he was ever going to come back because we already know he's not, but you just wanted to make sure that he wasn't even going to give you a second thought. And then, no pun intended on the thought, I meant actually just like thought, not thought. Girl, do you know, can I look, that video that posted this morning, guys, I'm gonna need for y'all to go watch that. Let me tell you something. No matter what the situation is at this moment, the fact that you, with a guy that you barely know, opened his pants, and don't think his people aren't watching you. Someone's watching, okay? Someone's watching. Someone done told everybody. Girl, you are a certified freak, period. And there's not, I mean, look, girl, get your freak on, okay? Get your freak on. But what I'm going to tell you is this. You will never, 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 ever, ever, never be that man's wife. And if he does marry you, girl, I would be looking at him sideways, because at the end of the day, no man wants a hoe for a wife, period. I.e., your husband sent you papers. I mean, you only can take a hoe but for so long. And clearly, you the 1+1 equation of hoe plus housewife equals 0, don't do it. Girl, you prove that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Girl, there's some stuff you save for YouTube. Now you can act sassy and hoish if you want to, like for the camera, but actually doing it, girl, you didn't have to prove to us that you gobble balls. Phoenix told us that. Phoenix said you were known for that. You allowed your husband to basically give you girl, we all saw him helping you with a hemorrhoid investigation in the bedroom years ago, right? So we already know, girl. You didn't have to prove it to us. Girl, we're not 19. We are grown women with children. You don't think that anyone has ever done that before? And did it last night and is going to do it this afternoon and maybe even doing it now? Girl, Ming was like, you did that for free? Like, if you was going to do that, even just the hint of that, girl, you could have kept that for your OnlyFans. You think he didn't want you to have an OnlyFans, but he thought that it was going to be a good idea for his girl to pull his pants down? Period. My God, Olivia. You know, a mind truly is a terrible thing to waste. Guys, let me tell you something. If you have any kids at the house right now at risk for dropping out of high school, do what you got to do, but get them to school and get them that high school diploma, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay? This woman lacks understanding, forethought, and self-awareness. Okay? And that's a very dangerous thing. Okay, especially in this world where you can almost have a little bit of whatever you want. And in a world where money can come very quickly now, doing basically nothing. Look at Olivia and Jasmine. And quite frankly, I get to come here and chit chat with you, and I get some money too on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, money can come, and money that you don't really have to work for. I mean, the hard work is different. It's not sweating in a factory, and it's not dealing with some Karens and Beckys and Joanne and Mr. So-and-so and Ms. Ma'am and CEO, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Money can come very quick these days. And the fact that you can be in your house and sit on your ass and pop your shit and make a check, it's very dangerous when people are writing checks that they can't cash. mouths as big as they ass, but really no real currency, nothing to really back it up. You know what I'm saying? You know how we have all this money in our pockets, our accounts and cash registers and this, that, and the other thing, and we got something in the United States called the Federal Reserve, where we have that global currency that backs it all up, that we have something of value to make it all worth something. Otherwise, it would just be numbers and accounts and paper, right? Olivia is out here on these YouTube streets, guys, and I'm calling bullshit. She's out here trying to play. And Olivia, we know there's no doubt that you are freak leak, okay? No doubt, girl. You got that. You don't have to prove it to us no more. Guys, I am so missing the chat, okay? But give me a second because I'm trying to at least get my face to a certain so that I can turn this camera on. Some of you guys wanted to see me use that concealer I got the other day, so just give me like a sec. But I didn't mean to go in. We'll get back on you later. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. There's 194 and we have 69 likes. And look, I'm sorry about yesterday, guys. I was momming AF. My daughter, she's like, I want my time. I want my time. I'm gonna need my time, mama. So we were chilling and I was doing my mom things and we had a nice time. It was nice to be out of the house, get some air, take her to the pool and meet some other moms. I met a couple of moms. Shouts out to any of the moms at the pool. If you are listening right now. And it was very nice. We made some little friends and because soon after we moved here in right before Halloween in 2019. So of course that gets to be weird, right? When you move to a neighborhood right at the end of fall and it was getting ready. We just moved in, unpacking, we had a couple of deaths in the family. So there were some tough times for my family, my husband's side of the family here locally, and we were busy. And then Rona came to town, and it was winter and Christmas and all of that. We really never met anybody. All of last year was Rona, so we were all quarantined, and we never literally we moved in. Shit happened. Rona happened and I'm just meeting people. And we've been here for a year and a half and I'm only 5 miles away from our old house. But you know how it is. You move 5 miles away from where you used to live. It's it's a whole different neighborhood, all different people. You know what I'm saying? Whole different vibe. So, it was very nice to meet some nice people, Farrah, and make a few friends. She had a big smile on her face. And I just had to take, you guys, you know what I mean? I had to take the L and I apologize because I'm not a over-promiser, under-deliverer. So I thought I was a little, it's one of those, you make plans and God laughs. So I just had to keep making adjustments and my heart was in the right place, guys. But I do take it seriously. I do take your time, value. I am considerate and aware of your time. Yeah, I never want to waste y'all's time. So if I didn't plan to go live, I certainly wouldn't put that out there like that. But yeah, my intentions were good. That's what I meant to say. Olivia, don't know. Her man is destroying her YouTube. Olivia is destroying her YouTube channel. At the end of the day, Wonder Woman, I hear what you're saying. And yes, by proxy, because she's relinquishing her dignity. I'm going to say that. Okay. And that's just my opinion. But my God, it's very sad. And my husband just sent me a text. Thank you, dear. It just distracted me for a second. But yes, dear. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, it's whatevs. I mean, look, I discussed this channel and I don't care enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite what she thinks, I care enough. Be some flush. I don't care enough. You have you people do. I'm not like suffering. Hold on a second. Gosh, guys, I hate when I'm on this internet. Ugh. I'm on the internet that I hate. Is it better? Okay. Hey babe, if you see my glasses next to the bed, can you bring them to my office? It's fascinating to see someone flushing themselves down the toilet. Guys, first of all, good morning to everyone. I did not do roll call. And to the person that emailed me about doing roll call and save time and just get to the tea, ma'am, thank you so much for the feedback. But and sometimes that will happen. So I'm not even going to give you a but. However, what I'm going to say is this. The people that show up to this chat, until I think it's gotten dry, it's not dry. Okay. And I say this once a week now, when you go ahead, hit that live button, I will be there. Do you understand? And I won't expect you to do a roll call. I just won't. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I mean this, I'm not even being snarky this morning, but I did want to address it. And I mean that with all due respect. At the end of the day, I know there's kind of a, you know what I mean? Like, guys, seriously. I appreciate the feedback. However, if that's an aspect of this program that you don't appreciate or like particularly, my best suggestion to you is this is what I used to do when I first used to watch Strong Mommy Chrissy about 3 years ago. I knew that when Strong Mommy Chrissy would go live, she would have her camera facing the ceiling. Guys, tell me in the comments if I'm right here. She would go live. You would see her ceiling for about 15 or 20 minutes. And everybody would be talking to each other. At least I give you an opener. I'm talking. We're conversing. We're getting to know. We're bougie ganging up in here, okay? Tarinda Davidson, I see you. Hello, everyone. For the reaching their audience is too ratchet. She will. The audience curious. Yes, Tarinda, I believe you are 100% right. But I knew when I turned on the Strong Mommy Chrissy show, because again, guys, what I think Olivia is missing, Chrissy too, maybe, but Chrissy, I do think she gets it. And Jasmine, in terms of the audience experience, I'm going to say, because there's people who say experience like that. You are a TV show. Forget about just entertainment. You're a TV show. You're the next episode of Girlfriends. You're the next episode of Blackish. You're the next episode of Love and Hip Hop. Okay. You're a TV show. To some of these people, you're not even real. To some of these people, you are a celebrity, right? I find your content fascinating because the fact that people put such stuff out online, and then also fascinating from not just a train wreck perspective, just the perspective of seeing people who live different from me. We all do the same thing. We all eat, we all sleep, we all pee, we all take shower. Hopefully all of us take showers and get dressed and whatever. But when you see people who live in different parts of the country and cook different or cook the same or whatever, it's the community aspect. It's the familial aspect. It's the seeing something you don't see factor. It's the voyeur. It's the nosy. It's the whatever. Sometimes it is you. But understand where it crosses the line to stalker obsession, some sort of sick love. Yeah, Olivia, back it up, girl, because ain't nobody that serious about you. Maybe there's a few like Carol. Carol, if you're listening, I would be offended because you are that one she's talking about. Okay. Whoever that was that bought all those beds for Jasmine, the person that sat up there and bought matching outfits for every one of Strong Mommy Chrissy's daughters and kids and sons, bought the whole family matching outfits. Okay. The people who make sure you have rental payments and have all of Christmas paid for. Yeah, those are the people that you're talking to, because you damn sure ain't talking to me. I don't care that much. And I certainly ain't opening up my wallet like that. Okay. So it's a fascination. It's a curiosity. It's like going to the fucking zoo or the aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sharks are beautiful and so are whales, but I'm not jumping into the whale pool. I'm not jumping into the piranha tank. I'm not going to pet the tiger fish. They are beautiful, and I love to see them swim and run, and I love to see the orangutans and the birds and the flamingos, and get on the water slide and aka Kiki. So, you know, going to SeaWorld and getting on that water slide, or Disney and all that stuff. Yeah, that's fun. It's because it's an amusement park, right? And there's other attractions. So think of YouTube as a big amusement park, right? You're just an attraction, just like I'm an attraction this morning, 233 up in here, okay? Let's not get it twisted, okay? So I felt like that was a good analogy, okay? Yeah. Look at God, okay? Look at God. Because yeah, this is off the dome, guys, the freestyle. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I see all the familiar names. I see a couple unfamiliar names. Good morning to everyone. You guys are all baddies up in here. Good morning, Bougie Gang. I don't care where you rap. I don't care. You got a set. Whatever the end of the day, you come up in here is Bougie Gang. Gang, gang, gang. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I feel like we have such a nice group. And it's fun. It's fun. Okay. Guys, who in the chat, give me a 1, just give me a 1. Did you see Miss Keesha K. Lee on Instagram last night with a host of guests? Who saw Keesha K. Lee last night in the midnight hour? If you did not, have no fear, because your girl is here. Okay. We will not be watching that at this moment because it was almost 2 hours. Okay. But I got you. Okay. Can I get a 1 in the chat? Because Keesha was kind of giving me a little sexy sultry, and she certainly got the business last night in those comments. Okay. But she handled it like a champ. Keesha, if you're listening, Keys, Dons, good morning. Y'all, she handled it. I mean, I know some of you guys have no tolerance for Keesha. I like her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a Key. I find her, again, I'm at the amusement park, guys. She's, guys, I know I looked at the, I already went to the observatory and looked at the stars, or went over to look at the beautiful starfish 5 times. But before we leave the park, I want to go back just one more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just an attraction, guys. But she was holding her own. I mean, was she giving true Keesha? Yes. Because, Keesha can go on a roll, okay? And a tangent. My God. It was, she spoke on Jeremy. I asked a bunch of questions. None of my questions were answered. That's okay. I got my questions out, though, because it's like, really quick, when people use that analogy of you praying for my downfall, you come in here just praying for my downfall, like, basically, like, we're praying for her downfall so we can see negative content. But you're the woman who loves divorce court and all of these court shows. So in theory, are you hopeful of the negativity of other people's lives so they can show up on ratchet court shows that you? I mean, like, make it make sense, Keesha. Because if that's their real life and they are going through misery, they are troubled, they got shit going on. Are we? Because no one's praying for your downfall. We're just watching it. You're doing what you do. Now, I don't understand that level of understanding that just because some bad things may happen to you and train wrecky type things happen, that doesn't mean that people are just not congratulators, and maybe they are haters. Who knows? But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean they're praying for your downfall. It's not that deep. It's that deep. Period. Guys, do you like these new emojis that I got? These little emojis. Bougie gang official members. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. It was interesting. Keisha's, I can't even begin to, I have to process it a little bit more. I was listening, but then I was doing some other stuff. I was watching the chat and I was trying to get questions off and everything. There were some shockers. Okay, so first shocker, I don't want to ruin the surprises. Well, I guess I am. Because we'll talk about this in depth later. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Because it might be members. It's that time of the month again, guys. It's the beginning of the month, so we do our members only exclusive chat. Let's see. She had B Love was in the house. For all of you B Love, Walt, Cindy. Walt and Cindy got their marriage license on yesterday, I believe, or the day before, guys. All of you B Love, Walt, Cindy, Adrian, all of that. They got their marriage license. Go check Cindy's community page, okay? But B Love was in the house in a Dior hat on her way to St. Martin, okay? I think she was on her way to St. Martin. She was on her way somewhere. She said, we're on a flight, but I was listening, girl. She said, I had to call in. She said, your comments are off the chain, okay? B Love was in the house, okay? I was like, well, damn. Amira, good morning if you're listening. Girl Let's Talk, who got the business served to her about 2 months ago. We all know Girl Let's Talk. She was giving some very sound life coaching advice and hit the retract button on that and moonwalked her way on up out. But for some reason, is still in the mist, okay? Now, I like Girl Let's Talk channel when her and her husband get on there. It's quite entertaining. Her and her husband are very cute together, and I enjoy their conversations. However, my opinion, this is my opinion, nothing personal. I don't know this woman. I don't know Keesha. I just know what I see when I turn on my TV, okay? Okay? Because this is it's like TV shows to me, right? I was like, I don't think they were talking like they knew each other or anything, but I was just like, but then when I thought about it, I was like, well, Amira did call into Paris's show to try to clarify and just maybe make sure people were understanding where she was coming from. And I get that. But as you are trying to earn your audience back in a situation that was messy, okay? Messy. Please follow me on Instagram. That's like one of my favorite Instagram songs when I'm putting up a reel. I don't know if you know that song, but it's like the best song that just makes me think of YouTube streets all day, any day. It's called Messy, okay? I just thought it was messy, not as in she was being messy, but it will look very messy from the standpoint of Keesha threw you out in the fire. You lost a lot of your subscribers. I feel like, and I don't know what you've earned back, but I feel like you have been consciously rebranding and doing a good job. And sometimes we as individuals have to separate our individual likes and tastes from our professional likes and tastes. Now, I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying Amira, the supporter, maybe loves, I don't know what your taste is with Keesha, but obviously maybe you like her channel, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with saying that, guys. Creators who want to shame other people for giving opinions and critique on their channels will say, well, you're a fan. There's nothing wrong with being a fan, because what about your real fans? Like, is it bad to enjoy a program? Because you're a program. I don't see you at the grocery store. We're not at the Girl Scout meeting together, okay? But what I'm saying is this. Me personally, I would say, I would have separated the two. I would not have shown up on that woman's platform after your platform was almost destroyed for your association with that. And then you came back, retracted, and that's okay because sometimes we have hindsight and we evolve as people. So sometimes our decisions and our choices change about what we would have said or done in situations when we have world wisdom, right? I just would not have entangled myself in that woman's live last night, but that's just my opinion. And anybody can say, shut the fuck up. Good morning, Trolletta. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just would not have entangled myself in that woman's live stream. Okay? I just wouldn't. KEESHA going live isn't like me going live. Number one, I don't have her fan base. So KEESHA going live is somewhat of an event. It was special, right? For those of you who don't think it was special, that's fine. But for some, it was very special, right? For me, I was like, ooh, hey girl, what you gonna drop? Okay. Screen record. Okay. Of course. Okay. However, it was odd. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I heard the conversation. There was nothing out of whack. It was very consistent. So, Amira, don't take it the wrong way. I hope that you don't. Again, I'm discussing the channels I watch. And at the end of the day, I saw you working very hard to recoup a kind of messy entanglement with that woman, and second thoughts about the way you came at her and the repercussions of that. And I get it. However, reassociating yourself or injecting yourself back into that, because I saw you do that with Paris, I thought was kind of peculiar. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm not, take it how you want. I mean, no ill will. That's just my opinion. And I think by the comments, I think other people were kind of saying the same thing, like, this is strange, okay? Because this lady served you up for lunch. Her mom talked trizash about your own personal opinion. I mean, your own personal appearance, excuse me. And your legally blind eye in a very negative and derogatory way. Rude. And showing her the grace and kindness that you did was very nice. And that's it. That's all I have to. I just personally was like, okay. I had questions, guys. I threw questions out. I never once thought to hit the live button with her, because I would have asked the question. I'm a reporter out here on these YouTube streets, guys. I'm a mom with you guys, and I'm watching. However, I have my reporter hat on at this moment, and I would have had to ask her the questions. Because you guys would have been like, Francoise, are you kidding me? You had the chance. You didn't ask the questions. And I did. I had the chance, and I was asking the questions in the chat, and homegirl was taking the softball ones, and she was taking the Jeremy questions. Okay. So if you did not see it, I missed it, seeing you guys respond. But it doesn't look like many of you saw it. And so I know that there's some of you out there who are going to want to see it and talk a little bit more in depth about it. But yeah. B-Love was on the scene, and she was cute, and she was also actively chatting in the comments. And B-Love, I love B-Love, but what I'm going to say is, girl, you messy, okay? Just like the rest of us, okay? Messy and nosy, and take that in the way I mean it, is that you are not over there in the, you weren't over there swapping, we weren't swapping recipes last night, put it that way, okay? And we weren't talking about meal planning. Okay. It was messy. But hey, I like B-Love. There's nothing wrong with that, because she is a person too. And as I just mentioned, sometimes we have to separate our professional and our personal YouTubes. You know what I mean? Like, go do you, have fun. We're at the amusement park. But if you're at the amusement park on business, Maybe you don't want to talk on your business account where people are going to associate you. And I mean, yes, they've done mukbang and they talked about going to lunch and this, that, and the third. And that's that. You know what I mean? She didn't say anything wrong. I'm just saying, you know, you were in the midst of a very messy chat, and that's that. Okay. Okay. And then Mink Lash. Well, I wanted to say Lash Tech. We know Mink Mom, the infamous Lash Tech of Atlanta, Keesha's friend, who I don't, you know, her friend showed up, and they were like talking about the event for the Little Pastel Sisters launch of their channel. It was interesting. Guys, was it just me? Because I know I have it, but did she ask Keesha if they were going to have food? I was just like, okay, that's weird. I mean, it's a kid party. I mean, maybe it could be a kid party that's fast, but you got to at least have some snacks. Okay? Now, it could be one of those parties that when you go there, it's like, okay, the party's for the kids and not the adults. And okay. Guys, when I first became a mom, and you guys know I only have one kid, so everything I do every day is new, right, to me, because I hadn't done it before. So I hadn't already raised a 9-year-old. I hadn't raised a 4-year-old. I hadn't had a baby. So every day for me is a new day as a mom, okay? When Farrah started going to birthday parties, I went to a birthday party once, and this was a young party, like 4 or 5, whatever. Girl, I was reaching across the table to the pizza. Girl, the mom said the party is for the kids, not the adults. I was like, you ain't said nothing but a thing. Let me go ahead and order my own pie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we just, like, you know, or rent wings, you know, whatever. It was like, my God, I've never, me personally, you come to my house for a party, is everybody eats, everybody drinks, everybody eats, everybody has a seat, everybody, whatever, whatever. And that's that on that. So I don't know if that's the type of parties that Keesha throws. I don't know. I know we saw the little party for the girls when they turned 2, I guess a couple months ago, which was beautiful. It was a very cute party. But now they're having their launch party, I guess, for their channel and all of that. So, you know, we're going to be keeping our eyes posted, see what happens. But it was very, y'all, we're just going to, all of you, all the Keeshas, all the Keys, all the low keys and low dons out there in Bougie Gang, we are going to dedicate a deep dive session to discussing this event. Okay, so just keep your eyes open because it might have to be something on the QT private tip, because that way we can get through it and we don't have to have a lot of interference. Okay, you guys follow me on that, right? Yes, eyeball emojis. But yeah, it was interesting. So if you have not seen it, I got you. Proper party includes a kids section, adult section. Okay, and treating everyone as a guest. I'm not saying that she does not do that. So any of you keys out there, do not drag that bone back. Say, I don't know any bad thing about her hostessing. But I'm so glad you brought that up, Trolletta, because me saying hosting, oh my goodness. Guys, did you see when Keesha went to Target this week? And she was, my God. And shouts out to all of us in the ADD struggle, because it's real. Especially those of us who have situational thinking. Look it up. Because that's real. And when you read what situational thinking is, you will be like, I do that. Or, oh, Keesha, my God. Because everywhere she looked, her thoughts were just, oh my God, I need that. Or, oh, that would be great. My bad. It was like she was sensory overload in Target. Okay. But the one thing that I remembered, which was kind of a little reoccurring theme on the YouTube streets this week, was that she said she was going to get her party hostess on. And when she picked up that canister from, what's it called? From Magnolia, the couple that does the remodeling, they've got the little shop in Target. When she picked up, I don't know if she understood that every utensil in there, not saying she can't pay for it, because I'm sure she can, I could too. She picked up a canister with all these utensils in it. I hope she did not think that it was included in that canister, because everything was individual. Everything's a la carte at Target, unless they got it wrapped up in plastic, okay? But she said, I'm going to be getting my hostess on. I'm going to be serving. I'm going to get my bougie on. I was like, okay, we are a hostess now. Okay, we're going to be having parties and doing B. Smith up in there. Martha Stewart. We are going to be getting we are going to be trying to get our wife life adjacent on. Okay, we're going to be trying to get that wife life appearance. So we can change hearts and minds of that man that shares the bed with you. Okay. That was just my opinion. I'm one woman's opinion. But yeah, when you make a home, men change it, can show you some things. You make a home when you're real comfortable and breasts out like people oranges. You are yeah. She's gonna real hostessy bougie out here, and I was like, girl, you do that. I'm gonna love to see you with some serving, because that's a great part of a brand, and it could be very lucrative if you can take it off. So, or make that happen, right? Okay, next thing. So we're gonna segue on that, but we're gonna do we got talking to do on that. But also Olivia was trying to tell us what bougie was. We're not gonna even talk about that right now, but Olivia, please don't even say bougie. Bougie has nothing to do with you. It's not in you. It's not part of you. Girl, I want you to just master clean, hygienic, tidy, face washed. I want you to master matching up your clothes. I want you to master throwing those nasty leggings and get some shoes that fit your feet. Find some clothes with zippers, buttons, and belt loops. Everything should not be pull on in your wardrobe and stretchy, okay? You have no parts. It's not in you. Bougie forget about bougie right now. Just get yourself together. That's what you need to worry about. We gonna get together up in here. Girl, bougie is not in you, and bougie is nothing you should say. Until you got ZOLO bands over there, with a good couple of trips to the dentist and get those teeth together, get that edge line together, get a good wave cap, throw all his clothes away because they all have weed smell embedded. Gina McIntyre in the mess. Thank you so much for making it official. Girl, it just always amazes me the time when people make it official, and it's just like, I am talking cold cash right now. But I love it. I love it. Cause yeah, if they're messy, we messy. Okay. But yeah, y'all master, get it together, and that's it. Okay. Bougie, yes, ma'am. Don't talk about bougie. Please don't, because there's no bougie. It's not there. Just because you drive a 2010, still has a car note BANDZ. My God, Olivia, if you had bought that car new, in theory, it would be paid for. That car is almost 12 years old, and you still owe $6,000 on it. And if I ever, you couldn't have even bought that car new, number one. But at the end of the day, because you can't buy a house new. You can't buy a house new. You can't buy a house. You couldn't get a mortgage. Girl, bye. Just stop. Don't say bougie, please. Okay. And Jackie, Quinn, you're out there listening. Quinn, next time your mama wants to talk about bougie gang, pop her in the head, please. Just smack her. Tell her, Mom, you looking silly. About as silly as she looked when she was outside, playing with herself, talking about that her fictitious state trooper, sheriff, police officer, husband who calls her on his breaks on the good state of Florida's phone, and has her playing with herself on state time and telling her to take her clothes off and film herself. Yeah, no, girl, you were just there filming yourself as usual and posting that shit to your whack ass channel. But Quinn, can you please manage your mom better and stop saying bougie? Because it's not in y'all either. It's not in y'all. It's not in y'all, period. Okay? Period. At all. Okay? I need to find my glasses because I need to be able to read this. But guys, I'm gonna turn the camera on just a second. Because I'm so distracted I can't even put my makeup on. Because I'm just running my mouth, running my mouth. Did you see Witchy Wit's video? Which one? I do watch Witchy Wit, so I'm sure I haven't seen her one from yesterday because you guys know I was busy yesterday, but I saw the one the day before. So I'm a little behind, but when you can't always see everybody's stuff like immediately when it comes out, but sometimes I'll just hit on someone's channel and I'm on autoplay and I'll just let them rip for a while. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I'm in the midst of filming and doing my reactions, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't watch other people's reactions because I have my own perspective and I am not easily influenced. However, when you hear other people's perspective, so people see things, I see things other people don't see, people see things, that I didn't see. And I want my reaction based on my view of the video, if that makes sense. Okay. So it's not for fear of influence. It's more for fear of, I want a reaction based on what I know. You follow me? So that is why I don't watch other reactors in the midst of like stuff going on, because I want my reaction. You understand? Oh, hey, Petty Queen. I like that. I like that. Capricorn, good morning. Yvonne, good morning. Okay, let me just put on some lip gloss and be done. I hate these glasses. I want my black ones. Just one second. Gardening gal. Yes, it can develop a little bit of groupthink. It can create a little bit of cult of personality. Because sometimes, as we know, if anyone who's studied psychology at any point, and I'm certainly not a psychology expert, but unbeknownst to you, certain things can trigger biases. And even if, as much as we think we are not influenced, there is something called, we all know what subliminal is that gets run up and down the YouTube streets. There is something called subliminal suggestion. And there are things that can influence you unbeknownst to you. So, as a woman who is tries to be as much in control of herself as she possibly can, I just know that I like to have my own opinion, because you will never hear one thing on the YouTube streets that I've copied or taken anyone's perspective, point of view, ideas, nothing. Okay. And that's that on that. So that's the only so very long answer, Gina, but I will go watch it. I love Witchy Witch. She's a sweetie. She's so cute. I do like her a lot. I love her. I love her. We have a lot of people who have their own genuine way, and she brings it, and we haven't seen Witchy Wit before out here on these YouTube streets. So I like her originality, and I like that, I love her opening. It just it gives me like a little, every time I see it, it's so funny. She's cute. She's got her own style. I like that. I like people who have their own very unique style, and that she does. Okay. Hey, Teely. Hey, lady. What's going on? Keisha Payne, what's going on? Latrice, Gwen, Latasha Law, good morning. Taisharie. Okay. Olivia, girl. Fuck shit, period. That's you. Okay, Ming and Uriah. Okay, let me, okay, I'm just gonna wear what I have on. I didn't get my black glasses, so I got my tortoise shells ones on. I still need to put some blush on, guys, but hold on, let me turn this camera on. Because I was not intentionally hiding. Okay. Hey. I took a shower, of course, because I wanted to be ready when we go out. And I told my husband, I said, well, let me get dressed because if I don't, then I'll have been live, and then I still have to get dressed. I just have on a tunic right now. I'll put on something else later. Good morning, guys. How are you? Good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. I didn't even do my edges, y'all. I was busy running my mouth, running that yapper, as my husband would say. I hope you guys don't mind I do this. And if you do, it's okay. All right, what are we talking about next? So Ming and Uriah, let me tell you something. I watched Ming's live on Instagram, and this is what I'm going to say. I've never had anything against Ming. I don't know her. I hear she's doing quite well with her body butters. Awesome. My first recollection of Ming was when Ming was trying to broker like a peace between the East Coast, West Coast, between Olivia and Chrissy. Okay, that whole thing that resulted in Momcation, Mommy on a Weekend, and such, right? That being said, she's funny AF. Thank you, Miss Mabes. Journey from every time I read your name, I'm always like Journey from, and I'm like, I know your name. How are you? Pamela Brown. Good morning. Thank you, Pamela Brown. I just feel like, girl, Ming is funny as I don't know what. She can read, and Uriah is funny. Uriah co-signs the hell out of his wife, and I do love that because he doesn't care. Uriah don't give a fuck. Okay, he is funny. He's funny. I like him because this is what I like. I like people who cut up. Because me and my husband, we cut up. We like to cut it up. Farrah likes to cut up too, but I have to stop her because I'm like, girl, you are too young to be like my hype man. Okay. But she gets it from us because she gets it from her mama and her daddy. Let me turn this off because this is making me hot. So Ming and Uriah, Ming did that. She did that. Olivia, once again, stop it. You don't know how to read. And I mean that you don't know how to read. It's not proven. You don't have your GED. Okay. Maybe you can read a little bit, but you can't read. And you can't cuss a bitch out. You might be able to cuss a bitch out, but you don't, girl, you can't. You can't read. Yeah, you could, girl, there's a few things you could say sometimes here and there, and it's like, but Olivia, your best reads were like about 2 years ago. Okay. The fight with you and Chrissy was trying desperately to not go off on you. Chrissy was mad, so she wasn't necessarily reading. Latrice, he is annoying, but he is funny as hell. He does act up. He's a little goofy with it, right? But he's a cut up, and he co-signs his wife, which to me, he shouldn't be anything more than that, because if he got too aggressive, it wouldn't be a good look. So him being a little goofy with it, or like Tasha would say, goofy with it, it works. You know what I mean? Because anything more than that is not well received on these YouTube streets, because us ladies out here, yeah, we like to see the husbands, but we don't like to see the husbands too much, and we don't like them to be all up in the Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor, Chris, okay? So Uriah does just enough. He's all up in the Kool-Aid, but he's very disarming about it. He's goofy with it, like Tasha, goofy with it. And because he does it like that, it works for me, at least. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cute. Rather than he's a weirdo, and why are you threatening women, and da-da-da-da, like you should not do that. And why are you all up in the women's business, like Peter and Cynthia? You follow me? You know what I'm saying? ZOLO. Okay, ZOLO, if I were you, take this opportunity, back up. Because y'all keep playing this thing out. I'm just watching. She struggles with reading comments and reading back. Okay, the streets are talking. Karen, yeah, Keisha Payne, Olivia, but relating towards like the shits, you can't read, girl. You can't. You are not a good reader. You couldn't read me on the best of the best of your best day. Okay? Period. Period. I don't care what you say. Nothing. Because you got to be able to be a one-upper, and there's nothing that you can do to one-up on me, because I don't care enough about you having 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't, that's not a hot button for me. Because I'll come up just like you came up, off of you and Strong Mommy Chrissy and everybody else. Just like how you came up off of her and everybody else, I'll come up off of you and them and all of that. You know what I mean? So girl, there's no glory in your track. You didn't come through and people just came to you because you were that bitch. You came through and you started that drama, and that's what grew your channel, boo-boo. So girl, miss all of us with that, okay? I'm trying to be gentle because it's the nice mom thing to do, because you were out there fellatioing on these good internets last night, and or the night before last, girl. Nasty. And it's not nasty to do that, but girl, you got a husband. You got a husband and a boyfriend. You messy. Yes, you have a boy. Yes, you have an estranged husband, and you are also an estranged wife. Clearly, you two have you have an estranged relationship. Olivia, I'm going to need for you to look that up, and it starts with an E. Okay. But at the end of the day, that is not a good look for you as a mother of 2 girls and a boy, because one day Olivia was like, yeah, turn on the TV, but no YouTube. See, my daughter has her own account, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if she goes up under Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, she's going to see all the stuff that mommy follows under Love, Lies, and Lacefronts. If she goes under Francois Vlogs, it's okay, but I don't follow a bunch of family channels. I follow mom channels and just fashion vloggers and whatever. So my feeds are not for her. She has her own feed. You get it? So I don't have to really worry about when my daughter, because I go and I pick the user and I go to her feed. Okay. Any of you parents out there who don't have YouTube kids or have a separate feed, make your kid an email address. They're not going to get email. Just make them an email address and give them an account. Restrict it. Don't let your kids go up under your YouTube if you're with the shits and you watch all the fuck shit and you watch all the adult stuff, because it's going to roll into that at some point. You know that, right? So, and if that's a concern, set it up. Let's take control of our homes, our households, our children, ourselves, right? But Olivia, apparently, I don't know what she has or doesn't have, but I know that there was a concern over watching YouTube. And I would think there's not a whole lot. I mean, you could put it on Khan Academy. You could put it on learning. You could put it on damn math videos. You could put it on the hip hop math videos. I think there's people in your house that would benefit from that, right? Including yourself trying to pass the GED. There's all kinds of good stuff on YouTube. Shouts out to YouTube, period, right? But if you're with the shits and your account validates that, yeah, I wouldn't let my kid go up under my account either, because it's adult shit on my streams, right? On my, my stream, yes, that's true. And on my feed, okay? My feed. And your daughter, you turning on YouTube and seeing ZOLO headbanging your face, Glemma, was not a good look. And I would suspect the good people at Hoover either are having a good laugh, because clearly you doing promo for a vacuum cleaner has an irony that I can't even, it's just too good. Like the jokes just keep writing themselves. This chick is out here promoting vacuum cleaners as she is gobbling and sucking on sausage on the internet, pulling down her man's pants. Because this chick thinks she's so worthless that we probably don't believe that she gets done. Girl, we know you do. We know you giving up that box. We know that box gets decorated all day, every day. Period. Since I've been watching you, you've been walking around in underwear and bras for 3 years. This is the most clothes I've seen you in. When I first started watching Olivia, because she was also breastfeeding, but Olivia was walking around the house in like stretch pants and a bra. Period. That was it. All the time. This girl is gross. Okay? And again, I'm going to reiterate for all the people in the back, Olivia, if you're just getting up, stop saying bougie. It's not in you. I don't even know that you know what bougie is. And bougie is not where you live. You live in some old basic ass apartments with a big pond. And to me, the insurance on a place like that, because they have that big pond and it's a drowning hazard, you're paying extra rent just to look at that probably stinking ass pond with alligators in it, when I'd rather be looking at a Olympic sized pool. Okay, so that shit you live in, nobody cares. Hey, Banana X, nobody cares. Nobody cares. There's people out here who probably live on a lake, live at the beach, got a pool in the backyard, got a pool in their neighborhood, and also just don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I guarantee you, your rent, a percentage of that is going to pay a very high insurance on that nasty ass pond, lake, whatever the hell that shit is. And it probably stinks when it rains. Okay, I love bodies of water, but bitch, it's an apartment. Okay, girl, do you not think that these grown-ass women have lived in nice apartments before? Luxury apartments, high-rise apartments, bad bitch apartments? Come on. Are you so basic to think that nobody lives nice? Girl, let me tell you. Stop. Because you look stupid, okay? Most of us don't show all the shit we have because we just not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Girl, people be up in their feelings when you show too much. Okay? Girl, you can't speak on me. You don't know what you know a little bit about what I have and it bothers you. Okay? If I showed you everything, girl, you would just be I wouldn't because I don't have to. I don't have anything to prove. Period. And that's what bad bitches do. Yeah, we don't. If I'm not enough, well then I'm not enough. Okay. I don't have to show you. I don't have to show. You know what I mean? Like, I show you just by showing up. I don't have to pull out the resume. Okay. Period. Okay. But that's also my platform over here. My platform is I talk about you. Your platform over there is that you live your life. Okay. But because Olivia's life is less than what she really wants it to be, she does have to lie to kick it. Okay. She always says, I don't have to lie to kick it. Guys, who says I don't have to lie to kick it? People that lie to kick it. Okay. Or bad liars. Bad liars. Because you are lying to kick it. Because what do liars do? Liars need to cover up the lies. Bad liars definitely have to cover up the lies, right? Olivia is a horrible liar, and she always gets caught in her lies because she runs that fucking yapper too much, and she's on live too much, and she freestyles, and she don't know how to freestyle without exposing herself. And because she lives lies, and then she includes people who have flexible relationships with her, they expose her lies because at a certain point, she doesn't know how to let anything end on a good note, and she makes enemies. Patsy Purvis is asking, why does she let her man go to the store with this guy with no license? Let's expand that a little bit more. Why are you letting your kids go to the store with a man you don't know? Why are you letting your kids go to the store with a man they don't know in a car that is not paid for, that is in your husband's name, who does not have a license, and that if that car got wrecked, you would be up the fucking creek without a paddle, okay? And you're in the state of Florida where more shit happens to kids than I don't know any other state in this whole goddamn country. And there's always weird shit happening in Florida. Now, ZOLO BANDZ, I don't know you, and I'm not going to say that he would do anything with this woman's children, but I'd be damned if I let some stranger who's beating the brakes off me, who I don't know, that I just got dickmatized by, who doesn't have a license, smokes weed, humps my face, and is just as much of a train wreck individually as we are together, take my most precious, forget about prize, my most precious, I don't want to even say possessions, my precious children, whom I know I need to be handling with kid gloves because my husband is watching everything, if not him, his family, his girlfriend, us YouTube streets, and reporting. This girl is, she messy. She's messy, period. And dumb. It's awful. It's absolutely damn ridiculous, okay? I know Jasmine is like, Olivia, you know, she'll go like this. Olivia, you know, like the stance, like people who just don't have shit going on for them. Let me open up this window a little bit better, guys. Okay. Yes, Shay Cherie. Yes. I don't. Okay. I know Chrissy and Jasmine are just like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my stuff out, and I'm not even, because Olivia is. She's gone. Hey, pineapples. Olivia has gone. She's going for everything right now. She's going for it. Okay. There's nothing. It's no point in even trying to top anything she's doing or try to get any shine, because number one, you don't want it. Ho shine is not the shine to get, period. Okay. The type, whatever she's doing right now, just stay as far away from it as possible if you have any association with this woman. It's trash. It's absolute trash. So, period. It's gross. ZOLO BANDZ looks like a good time that you should have had 10 years ago, before you had kids and before you decided that you wanted to make a business on social media. If I were you, I would be careful. The promos that you do for companies, I would just be careful, because there are people out here that that could send a link to Hoover and say, wow, you really made it. You picked a good one. Does anyone out here still do Pandora? I haven't got a Pandora charm in a long time, but I hadn't had my Pandora bracelets on in a minute. And I just said, the other day I was in my jewelry box and I hadn't, I'm going to get back into doing my charms and stuff. Do you guys do these? I'm going to get back into it. Pretty much I feel like once Rona happened and I stopped going to work every day, I stopped wearing my bracelets all the time. I used to wear my bracelets all the time. And see, I've lost weight. I think I'm gonna get another one, just a little smaller. That's my initials, right? But I put them on the other day and I was like, the world's opening back up again. It's time to put your flair back on, girl. Get your jewelry back on popping, because we getting ready to be out here in this world again. Yeah, it's despicable. And I just, you know what, Shay Cherie? I don't know when I got this bracelet. It's been some years. But like maybe my husband will give me one or something for Mother's Day. you know, or a couple, 2, 3 for Mother's Day. So this is something just build over time. You know what I mean? I think you can put a bracelet together for $100 with like a couple of, like, to me personally, you can't expect to go into Pandora and have a fully tricked out bracelet unless you just got it like that, right? What I have has been collected over time. I just kind of stopped. Hadn't been asking for them for gifts, but you can start a bracelet for probably $100. You know what I mean? And you'll have like 2, 3 charms on it, and then you just get one for your birthday, get one for Mother's Day, ask for one for Christmas, or buy one for yourself. You know what I mean? But that's if you like stuff like this. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't. It's so nice when you walk in there and you see the fully done bracelets. But even in the silver, it's going to cost you some money. And it does drive me crazy. I'm the type that I'm like looking and I want to fill up my bracelet, but I just had to step away from it a little bit because it does drive me nuts. Because I want the whole thing done and, full of charms and stuff. But I would, if that, because yeah, by the time you get this thing full, you've got an investment on your wrist, right? His body frame is too small for her. Well, you know what? Look, they're like a number 10, right? Let's put a 10 in the chat. Hold on. Now I'm being messy. Catster King, I thought my hello came to you. I apologize. If you're still out there, Catster King, I was trying to say hello before as I was getting ready to get the live started, so my bad. Okay, that's Zolo and Olivia. Okay. His body frame's not too small. I mean, at the end of the day, there are men who like big women, and that's that on that. You know what I mean? Period. She is taller than him and way heavier than him. She's, what am I? I don't necessarily subscribe to the she's too big for him. Look, this is the last thing I want to talk about with those two also, because you guys saw the video. There were a couple different takes on that video. There was the part of the video where he was humping her face. And I think Olivia tries to kind of punk him a little bit. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Like, she tries to kind of punk him, like make him feel less than a man or talk to him less than a man. Like downgrade him, bummish type talk, right? Like, oh yeah, you wish you could, you can't handle me, and then okay, that kind of talk is cute, but it's not cute with thousands of your friends watching and a video that will live far longer than you, right? It's not cool. And I don't know. I could not get away with scoring. They used to call it high siding the shits with my husband. I would do it, but trust me, if I did it, my husband's not the type of guy that would embarrass me in front of everybody. But let me tell you, you know how when you were in trouble with your parents back in the day and you'd be afraid to go in the house because you getting ready to get your ass served? Yeah, I would never do that because, and he would never do that to me. That's just wrong. And I find that couples that play like that, there's nothing wrong with playing and being that way with each other in private in a controlled kind of respectful way. But when you do it in a disrespectful way in public, you know how sometimes we see on Real Housewives, there's couples, like I know I used to watch all the franchises of Real Housewives. Any of you guys who watched Beverly Hills, remember when Adrienne Maloof and her husband, the plastic surgeon, they lived next door to Charlie Sheen. They used to argue all the time. Her and her brothers own those hotels in Las Vegas. She's from the Maloof family. They own a bunch of hotels. Paul, yes, Dr. Paul Nasser, right, yes. Thank you, Gwen. Her and Dr. Paul would just cute bickering, but cute bickering in a couple needs to be done in private, right? but they couldn't turn it off for the camera. They got too comfortable with that camera, and the camera started to really highlight some of the problems in that relationship. And when you are disrespectful with your spouse, your significant other, your boo thing, people pick up on that. And I think that Olivia wants to feel worthy of this man with the big sausage, whether he's got big or not. The one that's he's pumping the ever living daylights out this chick. She hadn't got something like this in a minute, okay? And you can tell because she's on that vitamin D courage. She's talking much shit, which if you're not believing that ZOLO got a baloney log going on down there, because homegirl is happy AF, okay? And she is on she's on, they used to say back in the day, she's on that fly shit, okay? She's on that, and it's not because you think you fly. It's you on that damn shit that got you thinking that you that shit. Girl, he might be a little lame. He might be the type like, okay, I was letting you pop your shit on that camera because, you know what I mean, I didn't want to make you look bad. But one day he's going to be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like he did 2 weeks ago when he ran your ass up and down the YouTube streets with no mercy, okay? No mercy whatsoever, okay? So, girl, she don't have to take my advice, but one thing I can tell you is this. What Dr. Phil always say, okay, so what you're doing, how's that working for you? Girl, you sitting up there trying to get a rent to own. Ming had a good point. It doesn't necessarily mean anything because you're renting a house that you can't buy a house, because we know that they had a house before. And we know that Ming, they've been honest about financial troubles in their past, right? Doesn't mean you can't have what you want, right? Because that's the key. It's really having what you want. It doesn't mean whatever, okay? However, there is something to say about rent to own. And I said this before. If you have $13,000, and understand, guys, and I'm sure many of you have bought homes in this chat or made large purchases. Banks, financial lending institutions, their product that they sell is called money, okay? They sell money, and they sell it at a premium. You have $13,000, and you still couldn't get a loan. You couldn't get a 9%, like, which is absolutely extortion, loan shark money, but it's real. It's real. There are real mortgages in that price range, with that interest rate. You mean to tell me that nobody could sell you some money with a 13, like, even if you found a $150,000 home, that's practically a 10% deposit. You could not get a loan? Or maybe you were trying to be smart because but I don't know, because smart's not really in you. You didn't want to buy a house because you knew you and your husband were on the rocky road, and it's a community property state, and that $13,000 would have been down the toilet, like it probably already is, or up in smoke. But yeah, Ming made a good point. And like I said, she's been open about what they've gone through financially. And but Olivia, rent to own, girl, rent to own is a whole thing. And make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make for those of us who've purchased homes, for those of us who operate some finances. Maybe you're not rich, but you got a job, you make some money, you've collected some coins, you got a 401k, you have some money to operate out here up at a different level than you did when you were in your 20s and then when you were in your 30s, or whatever, right? Oh, Ashley, her credit is bad because she talks about her credit improving. People with bad, that's what bad people, you know what I mean? And shouts out to anyone who has repaired their credit, right? Nothing wrong with that. But just think about it, psychology. If you have good, if you're sitting here and you've got good credit right now, you got 7 something or better, 750 or better, right? And that's considered, good, better than good, right? So it's considered maybe even on the road to excellent, great, or excellent, right? When do you talk about your credit? And not saying that the assumption is that everybody has good credit, but you're not talking about your credit because credit is not an issue for you. We talk about what is an issue for us, right? She talks about her weight, it's an issue. She talks about her sexuality, it's an issue. She talks about her credit, yeah, that's an issue. She talks about her her husband, that's an issue. Think about what you talk about most, okay? Those are the issues. Those are the hot topics in your life, right? The reactors. We know that's an issue, right? We know that's an issue. You see what I'm saying? Guys, loyalty gang, if you're out there, stop falling for the okie doke. I'm not saying don't like Olivia. Love Olivia. Love on her. She needs it, okay? What I'm saying is don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, okay? Look that song up. Go look up the lyrics. Don't believe the hype, okay? And then I want you to go look up Messy, okay? I want you to come to my Instagram, and I want you to follow me, and I want you to... Who sings that song? Girl. It's so funny because they're like, you always in some comments. I love that song. I will play it if I could right now, but I can't. But for those of you who don't know, Don't Believe the Hype obviously is Public Enemy, right? Anyway, yeah, she's mm-mm. I'll put it on my Instagram page, Love Lies Lacefronts, okay? Come on over there. But yeah. Anyway, guys, Olivia's a whole lie. I'm sorry. She's just a whole lie. Okay, so guys, Queen NIAJA. Someone asked me to talk about Queen NIAJA real quick. I know I'm going back and forth with Olivia, but I cannot do a whole consistent Olivia roast. It's not in me today. Indigenous, I believe a video will be coming out soon. There's nothing wrong with being bi. I was just wondering, what are you talking about? Are you guys talking about I'm back, beautiful people. We have 640. We getting there. Indigenous M. Jones, what's everyone talking about? Oh, is she bisexual? Is that what you're saying, Indigenous M. Jones? I need to look to see ZOLO on... What? He's on Pornhub? Indigenous M. Jones, we need to connect on Instagram. Can you tell me what's going on? Happy Pride. What? Please don't be ashamed to be your true self. Well, never, right? Okay, Indigenous M. Jones. Look. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you're into. You know what I mean? It's not even if that's what you're into. There's nothing wrong with it, period. And as a woman, if you're okay with someone who is sexually fluid and you guys indulge in sexual, that's your business, or you're bi, but hey, I love who I'm with. Look, at the end of the day, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Don't knock me because I'm into traditional marriage and one-on-one monogamous relationships. I'm not going to knock you because you want some cootie cat and some sausage, okay? It's not for me, and it's not because of a judgment. I just don't want any cootie cat, okay? All right? If you want sausage, you want box, do what you do. Okay? Yeah. It's like I don't even want to. I think the more that people fall down the rabbit holes of trying to explain how cool they are with something kind of makes you look so uncool with it. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we need to get to the point, if we are truly to be not judgmental about people's sexuality and race, is to just swallow it. Like, no pun intended. Accept that that's what they do, and that exists in our world, and that just might not be what you do, but people have a right to have the types of relationships that make them happy, right? And the love that they want to experience. It might not be what I'm going to do, and it has more to do than just sexuality, but it also has to do with relationships. I mean, people, sometimes it's just sexual likes and dislikes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, oftentimes, of course, if you classify yourself that you are sausage exclusive and you're a gentleman, it's a lifestyle, it's a relationship, and it's also sexuality. If it's something that, hey, I'm cool with it because I get down like that on Thursdays and Friday nights, but I got my girlfriend over here, I don't need to know about all that. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to talk about it, because to me, I feel personally like the more we have to keep explaining, the lamer it looks. So I don't care. If that's what look, girl, but me as a woman, and evaluating a man to potentially be my man and to be the father of my kid, understand if somebody has an appetite for sausage as great as Olivia does, understand you might come home one day and there could be a whole Badussy situation going on, okay? And don't be mad, all right? Now, if he's like, okay, I like the sausage, but when I'm with someone, I'm with that one, okay? But if you guys are all freaky deaky over there and anything goes, understand that that's what's good, that it's a party. It's a party over there, okay? But I'm sorry, like, I think when you get real with yourself as a woman, like, sexuality is so important to us as human beings, because that's a gift that was given to us to make babies and have pleasure and connect with people, right? Connect with the one that you love and make babies and all that. However, when you are living, so remember last year I used to talk about, like, Chrissy just kind of had this whole kind of vagina dynamic of her leading with her vajayjay and kind of, like, hail to the V. Olivia is not that way. She's just being hoish. But I feel like sometimes, hold on one second. Okay. I think that it just, like, for instance, Passion Jones. When Passion had that man over at her house, her second husband, not second husband, but the second man in the house, it looked like all they did was waking up and screwing all day long. Like, that was just, you know what I mean? Like, just living a life of sex. And I'm sure that's fun, but when you have kids, my God, what are you getting done in the house? Um, I don't know. Like, that's a whole thing. And like Gerard said, it was bad enough when they were together, nothing would be done. And it is hard because YouTube can take up a lot of your time, and if you let it. But when I get off of here today, is there going to be other stuff I might do? Yes, for YouTube. But what I'm going to tell you is this: I will be doing it after I've done everything else, because this morning I had a video that was already set to go. I took my shower. I made coffee for my husband. I made a little tiny little breakfast something in the kitchen for people to nibble on. When I finish in here, I'm going to go cook some breakfast lunch, right? We're going to go out for a minute. Don't come to my house. Like, it's not going to be empty. And we got cameras everywhere. However, when I have some me time later, because I always try to take notes, keep a list. When I get a minute, I will do what I need to do a voiceover, record a video, come back in here into my office. Because just because I'm in here, I might be folding clothes, watching TV, but doing nothing YouTube, right? I have to give my family my focus sometimes. You know what I mean? They deserve it. And I'm not single up in here. You know what I'm saying? And if you take too much time away from your family and the people that love you, and this is everybody on here, it's a problem. Guys, I know I didn't talk about Queen. Real quick, guys, if you don't know what's going on. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to do a very special Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts. And Queen and KEESHA, we're going to do Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts ATL tomorrow, okay? We're going to be talking about Queen, and we're going to be talking about KEESHA, and I'm going to need for y'all to come back. So I'm going to carve out some time. We're going to do ATL tomorrow. And but Queen NIAJA, guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to tell you something real high level early, like so if you don't know what's going on, you can go do some homework on it, right? Yes, Brown Sugar, someone on YouTube told her, he said, so what? That's my son. Y'all see, this is why I have to rewatch my lives, because then I got to go back and see what y'all was talking about, because y'all be dropping tea up in here and then I miss it. He said, so these like my kids, because he's hood like that. Shouts out to the hood. But black, no offense to anyone, black, brown people, and I'm not saying white people are not like this, but I know that we are openly like this. We accept the children, we accept the kids, right? If you accept someone and that's okay with you, like I talked about this morning, a man's going to accept you if he wants to accept you. He's not going to accept you if he doesn't. ZOLO, if ZOLO doesn't walk away from Olivia, it just tells me what type of dude he is, and he is bottom of the freaking barrel, because Olivia is bottom of the freaking barrel. If he accepts her kids like those are his kids, because she might be one of the best things that ever happened to him. Do you see what kind of women he was messing with before? Okay, even though Olivia's got her challenges and we know she ain't shit, she might be a come up for him, because he's a low value man. But that we could talk about that later, because when you are a low value man, you're going to get low value women. Olivia is a low value female because of her attitude, her hygiene, her look, her fitness, her education. There's many things. What makes her higher level is she got some coin, and not a lot of coin, but she got enough coin to pay her bills. Okay. And more coin than maybe he's seen. So that makes her kind of high low. That makes her high value on the low scale. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So of course he's going to take the kids. He's going to fake it to make it. He's going to do what he got to do. Even if he's not faking it to make it, he might be like, okay, I'm gonna get her on that treadmill. I'm gonna get her back to a dime. But she's still what she is, right? Scroll up to see what. Hope somebody sends that clip to Gerard. Is that what you're saying? Scroll up to where, Brown Sugar? See what, when you guys tell me to scroll up and don't tell me to scroll, like, give me a timestamp too, hun. Okay. Let me keep going. But can you give me the timestamp where you want me to go? Unless that was it. And her sticking it on it, then they gave it to Christian. He had, and okay. It's still Rona, baby, out here. It's still Rona. He's not your daddy. It's not sanitary. Don't you have another quarter to buy another lollipop? Okay. Queen NIAJA, let me just tell you this real quick. For those of you who don't know, you know Queen NIAJA, right? Olivia's wet dream once upon a time. She loves some Queen NIAJA. If those of you who were around when she went to the Queen concert, my God, okay, that girl was like, I'm going to be like Queen one day. Okay. Queen's mother and her sister were out here on these YouTube streets. Sunny TV, you guys know this. Whoever watches all of this stuff, you guys already know what I'm talking about. Sunny TV somehow, some way got in with Tina, Queen's sister, and infiltrated the family. Infiltrated the family, you might say. Yes, infiltrated the family. Guys, picture this. Picture this, okay? Picture this, Miss OKC. One day, you as a YouTuber, right? Let me just say me. One day, I'm talking to my sister on the phone. And she's like, oh, I got a house guest. And I'm like, oh, really? Who is it? It's Quinn. KEESHA from, she's on YouTube. She's a cloud chaser. And I'm like, what? Who? What? Yeah, she's been here for 2 weeks. We've been going to church. She wanted to get baptized. I was giving her some cooking lessons. And she's here with her 3 kids. What? Queen's mother and sister and brother over to the house had a whole T-channel YouTuber, Sunny TV, to the house for 2 weeks, getting baptized over at the family church 2 times, meeting all kinds of people, apostle, everybody, because she goes to apostolic church, expressing herself, talking family kitchen table talk with a complete stranger from the fucking YouTube ass streets, going live, posting content, dropping tea to other channels. A mess. So Mother Love, go check it out. She put a video up last night. She tells the whole story in about an hour. She did another video a couple nights before. I felt like she didn't really say anything new in the video last night versus the one from the day before, but she was crying in the other one. Tina, to start from like a week or so ago, her and Clarence have been going back and forth. I don't know if she's really spoke on Sunny yet. Has she? Anyone in the chat? Fran, the chat was talking about Liv letting eat candy out of Zola's mouth. Yeah, I saw that. Nasty. Brown sugar. Absolutely nasty. But yeah, I caught it after. I was like, girl, give me the timestamp. But no, I found it finally. I'm back. I just, okay. A night. Do you imagine like the chick that you hated in high school, or not even hated? I don't know that Queen hates Sunny TV, but Sunny is, it's like I'm over there at Stella's house. It's like, guys, I'm going to Camp Stella and Camp Raquel. Or all of a sudden, Olivia's like, wait a second. Oh, Raquel, you're at the mall? Yeah, I'm with my new friend, Francoise. That would be awkward, right? Awkward A to the fucking F. Right? That's weird. That's some hand that rocks the cradle shit. Okay? Sunny, all due respect, it's just, please, my God. If you have any information to further explain this and you want to send me an email on it or on Instagram, I would love to hear your side, because I would love to not be corny, but I'm just gonna say, can you please make it make sense? Because I'm stupefied and mystified how you ended up in a channel that you used to report on Mother House for 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Guys, anyone out there with a new baby, like less than 2, could you go somewhere for 2 weeks to some people that your husband does not know? Sunny, can you please make it make sense? And I mean this with all due respect. I don't know you. I have no judgments on you. I've seen your channel. I've watched your channel. You had lots of interesting information through the KEESHA stuff, the D stuff. I've watched your channel. I don't know you. I saw you interview with Shanita. We're going Shanita's channel. I mean, I've seen your channel, and like I said, I certainly watched it. I have no judgments here. Could you please make it make sense in an email or a IG or something? I would love to at least get a couple of words from you to help us make sense of it, because I don't understand how you ended up at these people's house that you do not know. And because the word on the street is that Clarence and Queen, which I don't know that I believe that. I know people don't like Clarence, and Clarence is showing himself to be somewhat of a douchebag lately. I usually am just seeing Clarence and Queen. I see that he really is into her. I know that people think that he's super controlling. I am seeing some things I did not see before. I do think it's very disrespectful, him going back and forth with a 19-year-old who happens to be your son's auntie and your woman's sister, who is 19, okay? 19. And you are a man, no matter how much older you are, how much, not much older, but you know, I don't care if you're 2 seconds older. Number one, that's her sister. And number two, you're a man being very disrespectful with a woman. And you're also a man who is being disrespectful in the familial relationship of a sister, an aunt, a daughter, a lot of things. Even if this girl has stolen from you guys, that's what kids sometimes do. And Tina knows that she was not right for when she used the credit card or whatever the case might be. There's a whole history here with these people, guys. But it has gotten messy, messy, messy. And if you think what's going on with Olivia and these other people is something, I mean, the most excitement Chrissy had this week was her filming making lunches for Rob. Okay, so it's not an accident I didn't talk about Chrissy. There's not a whole lot to talk about. But that's what she wants. That's what she wants. Okay. So we are going to say, okay, Chrissy, nothing going on. Calling people for breakfast, and that's it. No, Gwen, it's not like having because they know your ex and you were married to your ex. It's like having your family. It's like finding out your family has me at the house and Farah. Okay. Or not even. How about that co-teacher at your job? Some random ass teacher at your job that you kind of don't even like. And okay. Someone that you're kind of like, that's weird, you know? Someone you don't know who has talked smack about you, not just at your parents' house or your sister's house or someone that you know and love's house, but staying at their house for 2 weeks with a toddler from out of state. It's not like she drove from across town. She got on a plane and came and stayed there like on vacation for 2 weeks on a spiritual journey, going to your church, meeting people you know. She said going to the McDonald's drive-thru. Do you know Mother Love let her drive her brand new G-Wagon? See, those are things people do who didn't pay for something, right? Because who loans out your $100,000 car that is paid for by your YouTube famous recording artist, 8 million subscriber daughter? Someone who didn't pay for it. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't appreciate the car. I'm just saying, like, if you don't pay for it, you don't feel it as much. That's a very expensive car, Mother Love. And you should, it's worth something. Because let me tell you this, no matter how much Queen paid for it, you cannot just go to a lot and get a G-Wagon new. They have to be ordered. The minute they get one to a lot, if it's not already sold, it will be sold. It's sold in transit because they don't make a lot of them. They're expensive. And when it comes in, 9 times out of 10, if you see one on the lot, it's already sold. You got to order yours and they're going to make yours. Okay. If you happen to luck out because someone's financing fell through or they decided they didn't want it, trust me, those salespeople on the lot will have it sold, because once again, guys, what is our job in sales? To make money, okay? On a car lot, they're not doing the God's work. They are selling cars to put money in their pocket. Their job is to sell vehicles, okay? And when you have highly sought after, high demand vehicles that are worth lots of money, that's why I really, on top of Olivia not buying that house, I just don't believe it's the $13,000, but whatever. Just because you had $13,000 at the bank, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you did with it what you said you were going to do, and it doesn't mean that it's still there, and it doesn't mean that it was yours. And it doesn't mean that that was your account, because Photoshop is real, okay? But at the end of the day, if I saw fucking Jackie and Quinn over there to my sister's house, I'd be snatching fucking wigs, okay? Okay? Seriously. I'm not playing. That's weird. It's very strange. So, my question is this, and you guys may have the same question. Queen, when did you find out that this was happening? Because I would have been over there with Vaseline and Nikes on and busting some asses and been like, bitch, if you got like 5 minutes to pack. No offense, Sonny. Just think of it as your mom, right? I'd be like, you got 5 minutes, and I'm here with Atlanta PD. Atlanta PD, I would be all Karen. I have a YouTube channel with 8 million. I'm Queen NIAJA. I have a YouTube channel with over 8 million. And there is a woman who we do not know at my very kind, very Christian, impressionable mom's house, who I'm not sure is trying to take advantage of her. I'm not sure what's going on. There's something going on, and I just need to find out what's going on, please. Because if I get over there, I think I'm going to be in a fight. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna something's gonna happen. Like I tell this to Farrah all the time. Don't put me and Daddy in a position where we have to hurt somebody. Figure out what I mean by that. Like, don't make me have to hurt someone. So you act right out here so that mommy doesn't have to get up in somebody's face, because mommy will. You know what I'm saying? Zolo is on IG Visit Live. She came out talking shit to him and he got off. Roxanne, I hope he's got that posted. Guys, I feel like we've had a very good informational sharing session. Did I make up for yesterday not showing up, guys? You know, I don't mean to do that on purpose. You know, I love you guys and I appreciate you. I don't take you too lightly at all. I take you guys very seriously. So me not showing up was my bad, sis. But family called, and you know, that's what it's all about. So we got to we can't disappoint the kids or that man out there, right? So got to take home first, or else I'll be sitting around looking real sus out here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and see what Zolo. Let me go check and see what Zolo got going on. Why didn't I get an alert? Oh, my ringer's not on. My ringer's not on. Let me see. Does it say Zolo BANDZ just went live? See, these two gonna be throwing pots and pans at each other. They're gonna be very entertaining this summer. Where's my Instagram notifications? All right, let me just go to Instagram. God, I hope he's got it posted. So this is from Zara. Someone just sent me an email. This is from Zara. It's actually a tunic. It looks like a Middle Eastern men's gown. It's linen. It's so comfy. Zara. Check Zara. And check H&M too, the Conscious collection. And there's kind of like a collection because, you know, they're global and they have sometimes those modesty collections. So this could have been something that like maybe someone like in the Middle East would want because it's kind of a little bit tunicky. And also, you know, they dress very conservative. So a lady in Dubai or something may wear this with like leggings and stuff because they don't like to show their bodies. But they're not like fully covered head to toe in like, you know, everything. But yeah, this could be from like their modesty type, you know, conscious collection or whatever. But yeah, check Zara. This is definitely from Zara. And I love it. But yeah, check tunics from Zara. Zara always has beautiful stuff. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I also wanted to talk about too? Okay, ZOLO's video, really quick. We're almost at 2 hours. This was long. ZOLO's video, right? You can see number one, Olivia. Not that this is a big deal, but did you watch his music video? If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Number one, I believe Olivia was the videographer. And why? Why, you ask? Let me tell you. Number one, we know that was the night that she was at the studio. We see that god awful purse that she's got sitting on the couch. Okay. And only an idiot would think that it was smart in 2021 to, in a recording studio that I'm sure can be identified, show illegal substances on the recording table, and trigger people with drug triggers, showing him like it's whack. It's so, you know. But anyway, go see his video. But yeah, I believe Olivia is bankrolling him and everything. Damn, ZOLO. Yeah, no. Okay, I didn't get my alert. I'm pissed. I hate when that happens. I don't think I got an alert that he was live. So, whatever. Whatevs. I'm not going to be all mad. Okay. I didn't get my notification, guys. Did you guys, how did you guys, did he save it? Trouble in Paradise, girl. Their paradise is trouble. Okay. That is their paradise. They operate in chaos. This is a chaotic couple, those two. No. Mm-mm. Fuck. Okay, well, no, I don't see it. It's not saved as far as I can see. I don't see it, guys. If any of you guys got it, whoever that was who reported it, if you guys, if anyone saved it, let me know. I'm not seeing it on his IG anymore. Was he on the ZOLO or ZOLO 1992 or hold on. ZOLO BANDZ or ZOLO 1992? Oh, and Olivia, stop drinking Ensure. This is what you need to drink. 1 gram of sugar, 160 calories. Ensure are for people who need to bulk up and need extra nutrition. Like KEESHA probably would be drinking Ensures, and I'm not trying to be funny. KEESHA Kaylee. She was trying to bulk up a little bit. You, ma'am, need Premier Protein, okay? for us gals watching our waistline. And if you're trying to get a waistline, okay, okay. But guys, weird stuff happening in the Queen NIAJA camp. Mother Love, Queen pissed, Clarence acting like a complete ass. Tina wanted us to know this week that she has made 14 bands going back and forth with Clarence. Yes, guys, there's other stuff going on YouTube other than these three mommies, and we're going to talk about it. So, did he not save it? Liv was fussing him because he was on live outside. She was saying he was showing her apartment number. Olivia, everybody already knows where you live, boo-boo. That downtrodden apartment complex that you live in is not hard to find, and all we need to do is find that broke down Mercedes, okay? Or just go to the pool and wait for you to show up. I mean, girl, this is called the United States of America, and it's not as big as it seems. I mean, hell, I could run into any of you guys at freaking Sam's or Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens. You showed your apartment. You have shown your apartment, ma'am. You have been showing your apartment. Your apartment number means nothing. If it said 757, who cares? Number one, I ain't coming. But you need to be more careful, lady. You showed your apartment when you moved in there. Brandon told everybody about your apartment. Stop trying to run that man off. We need him there because, girl, it is funny AF, this relationship that you got with this. You two are like numbskull on numbskull love, okay? Stop trying to fuss out ZOLO, okay? Leave him there. I like the comedy, and I love that you're going for all-star fuck shit, okay? Because like I was saying before, Jasmine is like, you know what? You can have that. I'm just going to sit here and get big as hell and work on Chris and try and get this shit looking better so I can resume filming again, because he's still pissed that he got caught up in the okie doke basic chick rodeo of stealing his sperm and making him a daddy. Okay. Can we hear it for our proud daddies of 4, aka Jeremy, proud dad of 4, Chris, soon to be proud dad of 4. Who else is a proud dad of 4 out here? If ZOLO and Olivia get it popping, which we know they got it popping in the bedroom, ZOLO will be proud dad of 4. I'm just going to start, guys, you heard it here first. Proud dad of 4. Okay? That happens to be, it's a thing. But I'm going to start proud dad. Yeah, the zaddies. The proud zaddies who become daddies, and proud dad of 4. Okay? Exactly. These proud dads out here. Jeremy leading the way, Chris on his way, ZOLO coming on in, and Rob, well, Rod's a whole different story. He's going to be proud dad of 11 if him and Chrissy make that baby thing happen. That's why Rob is studying. He is on his computers, and he is STFU with Chrissy. Chrissy is looking at him like, you got to handle all this, and we're gonna, if we have a baby, it's 11 kids, so you need to get that paper popping. Okay? Chrissy's probably like, I don't want to do this forever. Can you please go start making some money? So, you know, if he's a changed man, he likes Chrissy, he loves what she's serving up in that kitchen, in that bedroom, he might, you know, like, that's the girl. If you like it, I love it. Okay? We're just watching. Guys, let's just get into the practice. We're just watching. Don't get it twisted. I am not obsessed with your life. I don't want your life. I'm just watching because it's a train wreck. It's fascinating. You doing the most. And we live, I'm sorry. I am okay with saying I am a old, I live just a very suburban mom life. I don't have all that drama going on over here. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go because we got stuff to do today. And I've been in here for 2 hours. And I know my family needs me. And they're probably hungry because how many of you guys, your family won't eat unless you cook? Unless you put something on the table, unless you serve it up, ain't nobody eating. It's funny because my brother was that way when we were growing up. My brother would be like, I haven't eaten all day, or I haven't eaten in 2 days. Meanwhile, there's plenty of food in the house, but he just like tells himself he doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to put a sandwich together. So he'd be like, I haven't eaten in a whole day. But my husband will make a sandwich and he'll get some leftovers or whatever's out the fridge, but they'll eat when I put it out. It looked just like a toy, and the way she threw everything else carelessly, but tried to hide what makes me think it was a toy. She had her dildo out. We don't hate or envy anyone here in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's like, girl, like, don't you want us to watch? Shit. Oops. Kendall Fran, did you see Yanni's video of Jazz making the bed and her toy was in the sheets? Excuse me, when Jazz was making the bed, what sheets are you talking about? There was no sheet on that damn bed. It was a ratchet ass, basic ass comforter with a mattress cover. That was not even a sheet to me, okay? I honestly, I forgot about that because I'm just like, girl, you... Look, I've taken the sheets off before and I didn't feel like getting another set of sheets, and I'm laying there on top of it because I'm waiting for my, like, the sheets that I want to use to... Is Olivia Pope up in here? Oh no. Because I'm waiting for my, if those are the sheets I want, I'm waiting for them to wash, right? So then I'll put them back on my bed. So I'll lay on it, but I'm not certainly going to sleep in it like that. We got a whole linen closet. But yeah, I personally don't think that there was any sheets on there. You guys go back and fact check me. But if that is the girl, I mean, Chris, either Chris isn't giving up the dick or some, y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. Y'all go check out Trolletta. She just dropped a video, guys, 2 minutes ago, and I think she's discussing Monique and stuff over there. So if you are a troll tribe or not, it doesn't matter. Go check out Trolletta. She does great commentary, and I love her channel. Any of you guys who follow KEESHA, you already know. But yeah, if you don't know, go check out Trolletta. She's very cool and she does great commentary. Go check her out. She, like I said, she just dropped a video. So, and she has shouted me out many times, and Trolletta, I appreciate that so much. So, I just got the alert because I'm notification gang over there, because I can be bougie gang and troll tribe too. Right. I can be whatever. I can be what I want to be. Right. So, all right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. We're at 2 hours and this is long. Okay. So anyway, you guys have an awesome weekend. You guys are amazing. And if you guys see anything out there, hit me up on Instagram, guys. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Go ahead, follow and send it to me on IG. Love Lies Lacefronts. It's up here in my banner. Go to the about. Everything is there. Hit me up, follow me, and you can message me anytime. I ask anyone who has messaged me. You will never have someone coming up in here talking about, Fran, I emailed you and I never heard back. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen over here. Okay. I answer. Even if it takes me a couple of days, I answer. Like, okay. He's a dummy, Monique. Who chest bumps with a woman who's pregnant? Gosh, you're dumb. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, oh shit, I just clicked the outro. All right, guys, have an awesome day. I will see you guys later, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Members, it's going to be about you early in the morning. Guys, if you are not a member, y'all, bougie gang, hit that $1.99, $5.99. You can always upgrade. Hit that $1.99. Join me for members tomorrow. It's our monthly beginning of the month private roast session, and I usually do put it out for you guys, but it's going to be chopped up. So any of you guys who are hearing this on the replay, if you're not a member, you will hear or see, you will see this live, the live tomorrow, the member live eventually, but the live in its entirety with the chat is for my members. I will then probably break it up into segments, and then you'll see that. Okay. $1.99. It's the best $1.99 you'll spend, at least in my part of the YouTube streets. And I'm talking about my Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Okay. It's $1.99. It's very cheap. And that's just how I do it. I don't know how anyone else does it, and that's their business, but how I do it, you know, we go to that member section. There's a lot of videos in there for you. There's videos that are not available to anyone else anymore, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and check it out. Okay. And join us tomorrow for member chat. All you bougie badasses, you got a dot. KEESHA Reese, what's going on, lady? If I missed anyone, Camel and Bose, Monique White, any of you guys, I love you. If I missed you, my bad, sis. You know, for a minute I was operating. Number one, I wasn't even looking at the screen. Number two, I didn't even have glasses on. I was trying to get myself together. So, okay. You guys know my heart. Okay. And, merch, again, about page. Okay. Guys, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oops.
By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. It's all about clout. I respect you as a reactor.